Welcome to today's edition of 600 Seconds of Trading. Today we should actually be live on YouTube and also our Facebook page. I want to welcome you guys to this special, well, it's not necessarily a special webinar, but it's a special event every Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. London time. What we're going to do now in the next few minutes is I'm going to show you guys what's going on in the markets. We're going to be using the trading view charts for that. So let's get going, and let me just load those charts, and then we're going to move along. As well here, if you have any questions or any comments, you can use the chat box to your right. To access that, you will need to have an account with YouTube. Okay, so just give me a second here to just load TradingView. Okay guys, sorry to keep you waiting. I do think we have some connection issues today as well. The internet has been a little bit bad over the last 2 days. I'm gonna try to move along here and hopefully it should be fine. So this is the euro versus the USD. So we had a very good last month or so when being bullish the euro, and the last setup which we discussed yesterday, we said that a break to 123.35, that could potentially lead for a push to the upside. The market has since then rallied with 121 pip, which is obviously great. And today, across the euro, the pound, and many other pairs, you're starting to see some profit taking, which is fair, because you see the market has been rallying quite a bit, and even this morning it did try to continue to push to the upside. But I think what happened here is that, again, some people just want to book profits and then maybe look to re-enter at lower levels. Because you see the overall trend here, it remains bullish without a doubt. I'm now bullish above this low here, created on January 17th, and a simple Fibonacci from this low to this high shows you that the first fib is at 123.48, and as well pretty much around these levels all the way down to 123 is the actual breakout level. So I do think that around these levels the market is going to try to bottom out on a pullback and then hit the high, and then potentially continue to move up to 125.98. If we take a look at the price of Bitcoin, it remains in a downtrend. The market, as you can see, is creating lower and lower highs, as you can see on this 4-hour chart, and the market is now trying to figure out if it wants to be bullish or bearish. On one hand, you have the big picture with the price of Bitcoin, as you know, has been gaining and gaining, and right now people are showing some respect to this low here created on November 30th. The market bounced here on January 17th, and then it bounced again on January 23rd, and it moved up a bit, but as you can see here, people are not really ready to buy here, and I think we need some more consolidation and potentially definitely a break to 13,086, which is a high here created on Saturday, before this market starts to turn bullish. Then we have the price of crude oil, which again we've done a terrific job here. Well, it depends of course if you're trading it or not. We had a nice move here above 64.89. We said that if we break here, this market can go to the upside. We said as well that people will probably go long here with stops here, and there's no real change to that outlook. I think here, if it goes down to the same breakout level, people are gonna look to buy again, and then they're gonna lift to the upside. And finally, or not finally, but the next market is the price of gold, which again, a few days ago when the market was trading here on the 15th of Jan, we said look it to go down to about 13,025, and then I think around 1,325, and we said probably down here traders are probably going to be buying, which sure they did. They did buy here, and the market moved to the upside. We reached the first target, which is just a high, and then we even pushed above here, which is even more than I thought we would move. I didn't assume we were going to go all the way up to this upside so easily. And going forward, again, some sort of profit taking kicking off here, which is perfectly fine. Fib from this low to the side suggests to me that traders that are not long already, they will try to go long here, but pretty much around 1,345. That will be a 50% correction, which stops down here. Us, on the other hand, if you've been watching this, then probably already long from here, so one can lower the risk to literally break even, and then it's possible. I mean, you could book some profits here, let it go down potentially, and then look to reload. And I don't know if you noticed, but it's very, very straightforward to trade right now. At least it has been so for the last few weeks. It's all about selling the dollar. And today we're going to take a look at the dollar index, which is something I've been mentioning to people that I work closely with. And if you look at the dollar index, I've been bearish here, and I told my guys that on a break to this level here, the market could go to the downside. And so far, it's looking really good. If you look at the dollar index just by itself, you can see that the market was trading sideways, which just makes it really, really hard to trade when you have such a situation. However, though, when you break a range like this one, it suddenly starts to become easier again to trade. And we're about halfway to the target, which is 54.82, and if we're really lucky, this market just continues to go down until it touches the 79 low or the 80 levels down here. So the way this looks going forward in the next few months, it will continue to be a story of selling dollars, and here I personally think we need to be a bit greedy. So as you know, 2016, 2017, because it was choppy, a lot of people I know and a lot of professionals didn't necessarily did like extraordinary gains, which is part of the market, right? But now when there's action happening here, it is possible that literally within these next few months, potential return anything that should have been returned in 2016 and 17. So hopefully we get more action like this, and definitely from a purely technical perspective, it's all about selling dollars. And I'll continue to be bearish at dollars until we start to get stopped out. Until we get stopped out in the euro, we get stopped out in the pound, and so on and so on. Now, finally, this is the DAX 30, and the DAX 30 pushed back a bit, which makes perfect sense because when the euro gains, the German DAX 30 does tend to perform less good. And here, the trend is bullish above 13,134, and I would look for this to move up and then down, and then potentially just push to the upside. So 13,725 is my target, and from this section here, I think the market could potentially bottom out. Now, let's take a look and see here if we have any questions. So I'm just going to go to the Trade Captain page. And we do have some comments. No audio, no voice. Yes, today I started a little bit later. Sorry about that. Bertin, thank you so much for joining. Okay, good. So we don't have any questions. So we fulfilled our promise that in the 600 seconds we're gonna provide you guys with a quick overview of the market, which we did. If you have any questions or anything like that, don't forget that you can join us for our premium seminars and webinars that we have here on tradecaptain.com. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.